Hello there! Are you planning to try one meal a day? As someone who tried it for a year long, you may first listen to my experience. First of all, this video is not an equivalent of medical consultation. Nope. And consulting to a specialist or a doctor before you try one meal a day routine is necessary and a must. Let me give you some background about my decision. Why did I started with that one meal a day routine? I have never been a breakfast person and I don't enjoy to have breakfast because I don't feel hungry. So once I noticed that when I have lunch at work, later on I feel quite sleepy and my work performance reduces dramatically afterwards. Unfortunately, I couldn't address those kind of decreased energy levels to the quality of food or my vitamin D levels. Rather, I thought I need to change my lifestyle. I made some research, some doctors' recommendation from actually their official YouTube sites, decided to follow one meal a day routine. I did not expect it to follow it for a year, but in the first time, I felt great. As I said, I have never been a breakfast person and skipping lunch was not an issue for me. On the first couple of months during this one meal a day routine, I felt quite okay. However, I was being challenged constantly when it comes to lunchtime. For example, you don't necessarily need to feel hungry, but you will feel people leaving to go for lunch, or you will probably smell that in your surroundings, and it will make you feel a little bit of lower in energy again. It will remind you that you skipped your lunch, but eventually those feelings will finally fade away and you will feel like, yeah, it's working for now. Finally, on the dinner, my plan was to have a balanced dinner which could nourish my body and could meet the expectation from food. However, you cannot really replace all of your daily requirements on food just with one meal, because technically you will not feel so hungry and you will eat very less, which will cause you not to get relevant or necessary vitamins from your food. Of course, there are some good sides of having one meal a day, such as you will stop eating unnecessary food. Like snacking will fade away, because we sometimes get into work quite a lot and smoothly and we don't really notice what we are eating. Despite you just had lunch or just had your breakfast, you will keep eating and your blood sugar level will be increased without you being hungry again. For that case, one meal a day will make you more disciplined not to snack quite often. Another issue I really liked about having one meal a day is to being super selective what I was eating. Especially when you don't eat on breakfast and as well as on lunch, you feel like you really need to have specific things that you have been craving throughout the day. On the other hand, the resources I've checked specifically mention that we should avoid carbs or any products can make us undernourished. We could theoretically divide our plate into three fields like protein, vitamins, and a little bit of carbs. You can fill your plate with a lot of healthy alternatives or healthy meal. However, as you reduce the eating window, you will not able to technically have them all. At some point you will feel so full and you will stop eating. Maybe it sounds quite fun in the beginning, however, in the long run it will have some problems. Now I would like to talk about why I specifically did not like and did not follow one meal a day routine later on. You will always be limited what to drink or what to eat, because either your eating window will not match your social life or your eating requirements. Let's say you don't want to have carbs but your friends wants to go to a pizza place, then you might reconsider or try to get your food somewhere else it will slightly affect your social life. Be prepared. Applying a routine for a year long, I made another mistake of having my dinner meal, which was the only meal I had, on the fixed time, and I tried to make it either 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., the latest 8 p.m., which was okay. However, when your body knows that what time the food is coming, it is adjusting itself to that time, and in long time, like in a year period, your body says, okay, I've seen that routine before, and she's gonna eat at the end. Let's say she will eat in 2 hours. That is what I'm not going to use the reserves, which is stored as a fat, but I will wait for the new food. And as I decided not to have any other meal on other time of the day, it will switch to the mindset of storing food is necessary. Whatever you eat, doesn't really matter healthy or not, it will be stored as fat, and your metabolism rate will be even slower because it will perceive it as the period of low food, and it will try to make your body to survive by storing more fat. Finally, I would like to say that those were all my personal experiences with 1 meal a day. If you really want to follow it, I would again and repeatedly suggest you to see a doctor, have a consultation about specifically this topic. Maybe there is a relevant application of this routine to your lifestyle. I cannot comment on that, but your doctor can. So do not skip that step. I skipped it and I regretted that a lot. At the end of the 1 year, I started to gain weight, even so I did not really eat much. I realized that I don't get hungry anyway, and I am not attracted to any kind of food, which made me very, very sad. I sometimes went specifically to a restaurant or specifically to a takeaway place and tried to like at least one single thing to get and eat with appetite, but I was failing constantly. It took me like 3 months to train myself to be hungry and eat something with pleasure. Personally, I think that the routine is more extreme and should not be considered in a long term like a year. I would not recommend it. Again, refer to your doctor, please. And this 1 meal a day routine made my metabolism quite slower, and I gained quite a lot of weight. Do not take an action on your health without consulting a doctor. That is my life lesson I learned from this sudden decision of mine, which costed me almost 1.5 years. It's been like 8 months that I'm treating myself to deal with its consequences. So that's all I could say about my 1 meal a day journey, and I hope you took lessons from my mistakes and you will have more pleasant experience on your health journey. Let me know in the comments below your experiences about 1 meal a day, or if you would like to try it, please don't. Don't forget to like or share the video if you would like more people to see similar contents, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.